Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This one is a word. You see, I'm at the library right now. Queen Elizabeth is having a section, a class, so I'm in the car with David. But I watched a video yesterday, and the video got me thinking, and I thought I need to just make a video about this on my channel. Like, this cannot go without me making a video on my channel. I need to talk about it. And the video I watched was a lady saying that it is possible for somebody, a woman or a man, to marry somebody, a man or the woman, whichever gender, to marry somebody without loving them. And it looks like there was a little controversy around that conversation, and I thought, okay, I think this is actually a very good topic for me to bring here to Queen Elizabeth channel, you know, for us to just have a little chit chat about it. And guys, please, I would like to know your opinion about this. Do you think that it is possible to marry somebody that you don't love? Is it possible? Is that real? Is that possible? Let me drop it in the comment section. I'm interested to know what you guys think about this topic. Okay, so my opinion about this topic, right? So I stand to say that yes, it is possible for somebody to marry somebody that they don't love. Well, you need to understand something. People marry for different reasons, okay? Some people marry because maybe the man is financially stable, and he will take care of her, you know. It's possible. I don't like him, but he's financially stable. Some people marry somebody might marry a woman because, oh my god, I like her because she's decent, but it doesn't mean that he actually loves her. But oh my god, she's well put together, she's a wife material, she looks like someone that she's cool-headed, right? So now I like to get married to this kind of a woman. It looks like she will be able to raise my children well, but even though he knows that he doesn't really love her. And some men or some women might marry somebody because they feel like, oh my god, like maybe they pray, maybe like, oh, they see somebody. For women, you see a guy, like you see that he likes you, you don't really like him, but you know what, let me ask God what God has to say about this man and see where I will take it from here. And you pray about the man, and God says, go for him, marry him. But you know in your heart that you don't love him, but God says, go ahead. Another factor. And some people, this is the one that I see that it is a lot, it is like a huge volume out there today, is that this is a person that is available, that is ready to be married. Like, especially for women, like, oh my god, I'm about to be 35, and I'm about to be 40, or I'm about to be 45, but this is the man that is available to get married to them. Okay, so they were like, okay, now they have no choice, so they marry the person. Okay, but even though they don't love the person, so they feel like in their head, love is not enough. When I get into the marriage, or when we get into a real relationship, we can start thinking about it, and hopefully start building the love, and we'll see where that love takes us. So that's the mindset of most women, or even, you know, women in this particular case. So that having said all this, so I know that it is possible for somebody to get married to someone without being in love with them, you know, hoping that, you know, when they get closer in the relationship, when they get closer in the courtship, and when they get married, they will start building the love. Okay, and I'll see, to be honest, it is possible for some women. There's some testimony. I've heard a story, a testimony of a woman that prayed about a man, and they asked her to go ahead. God asked her to go ahead. She did went ahead with the relationship, and she doesn't even have a little dime of love for this man. And in the marriage, she built it. She felt like, oh my god, this is one of the best decisions I've ever made. Or even some women are like, oh my, I don't even like this guy, but he's asking me to marry him. But I don't know, there's just this peace I feel in my heart to go for him, even though I don't love him. And when they get into the marriage, they're like, oh my god. They start growing. Then they realize that, oh wow, thank God they actually married that person. Okay, so there are different situations like that. So it is possible. But one thing definitely that we need to have at the back of our mind is, even though you feel like you don't love the person, You know, like, okay, I don't do anything, but you want to make sure that at least there are some really, really key important things about the person that wants to make you to say yes to the person, even though you felt like you don't love the person. Oh my God, I don't really love this person, but there are some key things that you see in the person that you feel like will sustain you. Because the truth of the matter is, love is not always enough to keep a marriage. Okay, so anybody that is getting married for the sake of, oh, I'm in love with her, I'm in love with him, it's just a matter of time. Okay, because especially for female, right? For female, because you know, our body change, you get married, you're all skinny, you get married, start having babies, start getting, you know, you start adding weight and everything. So there's so many things that you want her to really look at when thinking about a relationship or a marriage, so to speak, because we're talking about marriage here, so it's a lifetime thing. So love definitely is not enough, but you want to make sure that you have some things that you see either in the man or the woman that you feel like it's something that you think will sustain you. For example, a woman that says, I don't really like this man, God is saying go ahead. You know that God is what I say that go ahead, so you know that definitely He will give you the strength. Since He say that is a right choice for you, you are believing and you are trusting that it will be the right, that the man will be the right one for you. Since God is saying you should go ahead, so you know that of course you have to put in the work, the effort, and everything. But you know that this one has God backing. Okay, so you know that you have God backing that will keep you going in the relationship or in the marriage, and this case may be. So, and I always tell people, like, if you are about to even get married, you don't want to just get married to somebody, but you want to make sure that you have a word from God. So it's not about the only love. What is that word you have about that marriage? What is that word that God has spoken to you about that marriage? What did God tell you about that marriage? Because guess what? That is what will keep you going in the marriage. So for example, you get married to a man and some things start going, because marriage is not perfect. You are two different people and something start going on. If you have a word from God, you have something to fall back to. You cannot fall back on love. I've not seen anyone that will say, oh my God, my husband upsets me, I'm just going to look back, I want to fall back to the love. Excuse you? Nobody says that. But definitely somebody can think about what God has spoken to you about the relationship, about the marriage. You can go back to your notebook, the words you have put together. What did He tell you that it was going to happen in the marriage? What did God tell you was going to happen? You are going to write everything down, so that when that time comes and it looks like, God, this is not what you told me, you can go back to your note to read it again, verbally. Read it again. It's okay, now this is what God have told me about this marriage. So you can fall back to what God said, but you cannot fall back to marriage, to love. Which is why I believe that it is possible for you to marry somebody without being in love with them. Okay, but with time, if you don't marry a good person, if someone that have a good heart, you know, a woman that have a good heart, then it begins to build things that you begin to see in the marriage, things that the man is intentional doing or the woman is intentional doing. Then you realize that, oh wow, actually this is a good choice, and then the love start building, and you realize that you can't even do without the person. You always want to be around the person makes you smile, makes you happy, and you know, so to speak. So that is my opinion about this topic. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll be reading your comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think it is possible for someone to marry someone without loving them, without being in love with them? So let me know your opinion down there in the comment section. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, share my video, and as usual, I leave you all in the hand of Almighty God. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.